We got some breaking news out of Boulder, Colorado on the BJ Green situation. But when you come across this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And if this is your first time coming across the channel and you're new to the platform, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Well, let's get right off into it. Well, we got some breaking news out of Boulder, Colorado. You know, a couple weeks ago, BJ Green entered the transfer portal. And like I've always stated, it was the Nick Saban trickle-down effect. Once Nick Saban retired from the Alabama Crimson Tide, what happened was Kellen DeBoer of Washington, the head coach, took the new position at Alabama. So that left BJ Green on the fence because BJ Green had committed to Washington. But the departure of Kellen DeBoer made BJ Green rethink his decision. So what did BJ Green do? BJ Green hit the transfer portal. So there was reports last week that he was going to have a visit down in Boulder, Colorado. So I guess when he took his visit down to Boulder, Colorado, I guess Deion Sanders and the recruiting staff and the coaching staff made a great impression on him because now he has committed to the Colorado Buffaloes for the upcoming 2024 season. So that's going to bolster up the already new and improved defensive line that the Colorado Buffaloes have orchestrated through the transfer portal. Now, that's a major get for Colorado. Basically, it's going to booster the defensive line of the guys that they already have brought in the new recruiting class. You know, they got the likes of Anquan Barnes of Alabama. You know, he's 6'5", 315 pounds. He's a junior. Then you got Chidozie Nwakwu from Houston. You know, he's like 5'11", 295 pounds. Now your edge rushers. Now you got the big dog, Samuel Okolu out of Pittsburgh. He's 6'4", 245 pounds. He's a sophomore. And then you got Keaton Wade out of Kentucky. He's 6'4", 245 pounds. And then you got the big guy in Quincy Wiggins out of LSU. He goes about 6'5", 265 pounds. Now you bring in BJ Green out of Arizona State. He's an edge rusher. And he's a marvelous football player. Now, you know, BJ Green, he was committed to Washington in December after 3 impressive seasons at Arizona State. But when Huskies head coach, like I said, Kellen DeBoer, he went off to replace Nick Saban at Alabama. The star defensive line kept his transfer recruitment open. Now, he goes about 6'1", 270 pounds. He's an edge rusher. He visited Boulder last week, like I stated to you guys. And on Monday, Green committed to Colorado and head coach Deion Sanders. Now, you know, Green was the number 7 defensive line in the portal, number 65 transfer overall, according to 24/7 Sports. He was an all Pac-12 selection for the Sun Devils in 2023. He's 3rd highest ranked transfer committed to Buffalo this cycle behind Samuel Okolu and Quincy Wiggins. And he's 7th 4-star transfer, 4th most in FBS history. So like I said, that's a great get. You know, he was a former walk-on, and, you know, he blossomed into one of the most productive pass rushers in the country. He'll make an immediate impact, and he totaled 27 sacks last season, 7th in the Pac-12, 63rd nationally. Now, Green, he's an Iron Man. His availability is his best ability, and as the saying that goes, Green has not only been productive over the last 3 seasons at Arizona State, he's been extremely durable. So that's key, man. When you're productive and durable, that's a great asset. Now, he was a second team All Pac-12 defender, didn't miss a single game during his career with the Sun Devils, which began in 2021 as a walk-on. Green played in 12 games each of the last 3 seasons, become the 4th true freshman in program history to lead the team in sacks, 5 in 2022. After earning a scholarship, he averaged nearly a quarterback hit a game, 11, generated a quarterback pressure on 22.4% of his pass rush snaps, 3rd best in the FBS. Green is a proven pass rusher. Colorado leader in sacks 5 last season, Jordan Dominic, has declared for the 2024 NFL Draft. So he has Tajay Austin, who had 2.5 sacks for the Buffs in 2023, that accounted nearly 30% of Colorado's sack production for the season ago. That wasn't all that impressive to begin with. So like I said, that is a major get for the Colorado Buffaloes and Deion Sanders and his coaching staff. So the recruiting staff is doing their due diligence and bringing guys in. But like I said, once Nick Saban retired from Alabama, that opened up a lot of things for these Alabama players to jump in the transfer portal and make commitments to other programs. Now, what Deion Sanders is doing, like I've always stated, he's working that transfer portal. And like Deion Sanders said, he's not hard to find. So that's going to bolster up, Colorado's, defensive front. Now, they have dressed the, offensive line as well. And like I've always stated, they got the big fish in Jordan Seaton. And everybody's impressed with Jordan Seaton. I don't know if you guys saw the video that we did about the military-style workout and the impressive things that Jordan Seaton was doing with the endurance, the durability, moving up and down the field with the weights, the ammo box, the bear crawls. For a big man like that with a 7'1" wingspan to move around with the agile ability, the way he goes about moving as a big man was impressive. A lot of people were impressed with that. But overall, Colorado is working hard. And these guys, when that military training, that extensive training, that builds character, that builds camaraderie, and that builds discipline. Now, like Deion said, he wants to have a disciplined football team this year to cut down on some of the stupid penalties and some of the, things that get up in your mind when you're tired, jumping off sides and things like that, the holding calls and things like that. He wants to do away with that, man. I mean, Deion almost tries to preach perfection. And, with the new guys coming in and the way they're starting off their training, the guys being together, it's building, the culture in Colorado. Now, all the games coming up for this 2024 season, they all have been sold out, just like last year. They all was sold out. But Deion Sanders is doing a great job in this transfer portal, getting these guys to commit. So whatever Deion Sanders is saying to these guys when he's sitting down speaking with these guys, it's getting across to them because these guys are committing and these guys want to play for Deion Sanders. And BJ Green is the latest example of a guy that jumped in the transfer portal, had many options, but he chose to go to Colorado to help out Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes for the 2024 season. This upcoming season, man, it's going to be something, to keep your eye on, to see how all these pieces of the puzzle fit together and see if they can come together as a unit. But they did address things on that offensive line as well to keep Shedeur Sanders upright. So they bolstered up their offensive line. Like I said, they still got playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. They still got, Jimmy Horn Jr., Dylan Edwards, Travis Hunter on the offensive side of the ball, skill players. They still got number 2 back in the pocket, Shedeur Sanders. And on the defensive side of the ball in that secondary, they still got Cormani McClain. They still got Travis Hunter. They still got Silman Craig. They still got Shiloh Sanders. And then you bringing in these edge rushers, man, that's going to put pressure on the opposing quarterback. And then you got the playmakers in the secondary that can make plays, 2 lockdown corners in Cormani McClain and Travis Hunter. And like I've stated, man, if y'all looking at videos and they showing footage of Cormani McClain is putting that work in, man. So he's going to surprise a lot of people, and he should be on the field a lot this year. And Travis Hunter has took him under his tutelage, to give him the blueprint, man. But them 2 guys alongside of each other with the guys that Deion is bringing in, in this transfer portal, and these guys that are committing, this season is going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, man. And like I said, man, the Colorado Buffaloes are trending in the right direction, and they just landed another big fish in BJ Green from Arizona State. So you guys, let me know what y'all think about the, new commitment from BJ Green. He has committed to Colorado. Post your comments down below. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you share the video out. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.